You know what I'm thinking? Why not? Can we get something taller? Let's just see what happens. I mean, it's already at the right, it's going to start out like that, but it's going to transform into a tower, I would hope. We'll know soon enough, but it should. But I just want to know if I can get something taller. I know that was our very first high rise, but I want something taller. So let's see what we get. Well, it's not taller, but it's pretty cool looking. That's not bad. Oh well, I'll take it. Over here, I guess the simulation said, "Okay, we'll show you. we'll show you. We'll just put down a single family mansion." So, well, that didn't take long. I guess the simulation said we were just playing around. We were going to get around to putting up a tower. It's nice looking. It's a clone. And then over here, look at that. That's nice. And they're happy. Good. Good. Because the commercial building was not happy. So, really nice. And it's nice how this has kind of turned into a row of really cool buildings. Look at this. So when we get to the stage where we are knocking down skyscrapers just to see if we can get taller skyscrapers, that's a sign that we have a city that is pretty far along, pretty complete, and is doing well. This city is doing very well, and we're running out of space. We're making a profit. 83% approval rating. No rubble, no abandoned buildings. Those are all good signs that we have ourselves a nicely functioning city. And most importantly, the most important thing that we want to look at is the city itself. This city is all about one half Omega, the other half Academy. And I think we pulled that off. Look at this. This is so cool. So to the viewer who suggested this, and all the other comments and feedback that this viewer has provided over a pretty long amount of time, I appreciate all the feedback, all the comments, but man, this was fun. But right now, I can't think of anything major left to work on with this city. Mostly fine tuning things, but the big things. We were trying to, of course, do a city half and half between Academy and Omega. The entire city is futurized. Look at that. Just a few little areas and no buildings. We're just talking about some land area that's not futurized. I wanted to incorporate as much cities of tomorrow as possible. So two forms of future power. We've got futurized water pumps here and there. I don't really do a lot with sewage, so that's not futurized. We've got some futurized garbage trucks moving around the city. We're sending future, wait, hospital, we're sending futurized drones. So we're using drone technology. Transportation is futurized as far as our sky bridge. Maglev, of course, we've got 8 mega towers. It was redundant, but it was fun. We've got an academy here, even though we just put down an academy in the last city, but I really felt like it was necessary. We've got the Omega Co headquarters. We've got lots of purple smoke. We're making Omega, we're making drones. Our industrial area is futurized. Look at the sparks. Look at the neon. So a lot of the future components. We've got a control net facility, a lot of our future components, and of course we've got future parks. In addition to future, for the first time in a couple of seasons, we set up a relationship where one city is providing services to another city, most importantly garbage and control net. But yeah, look at this. This is really cool. Very cool. You know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking that we're finished here. I can't think of in previous cities I've said that when we get to the point where we're just doing fine tuning little things that it's a sign to move on. I can't even think of a little thing that I would work on with this city at the moment. Something may come to me at some point, but I think I think we're finished. I think it's time to start thinking about moving on to another city is what I think. But this was a lot of fun. But now the question is what do we what do we do now? We've got 2 city plots left. I cannot believe it. This region is nearly complete. Now, a lot of times when I can't figure out exactly what I want to do, I just kind of think along the lines of kind of a story. What story are we trying to tell? And I think about how this whole section over here was all about, this city started out as a support, just getting people in and resources for the great work. And then it was like, well, this is a great place to view launches of the rockets. And then this was like, well, let's go even further and become even more of not only a place to watch rockets launch, but more tourism. And then we went to even more tourism with roller coasters and an amusement park. So I think so let's think about this. So As I was building this city and putting it together, it was, you know, the people living over here were like, well, we're the academy side and we're all about clean. And then over here was more of that dirty omega. Of the two sides, I could see the academy side. I could see them saying, you know what, we have, this is where we work, and some of us live here, and we have our academy here, but we want a city where we're not compromising. That could be kind of interesting. And remember, when we were over here just a couple of episodes ago, we had to kind of we had to I went too far and I created industrial buildings that were just too clean looking, and the industrial buildings actually looked like they would fit over here. So how about some high density industrial buildings that look clean? How about some elite mega towers? So maybe this is where a lot of them work, but they come over here and they say, we're going to create our own city, also upper elevation, where we're not, where if we're going to have mega towers, and we know we are, they're going to be elite mega towers, parks, clean, some high wealth areas. If we're going to do high density industrial, we need to be able to put out those fires, because you can't put out the fire with regular fire station. And I don't know if our support city, I don't know if the support city is connected. Let's see. Fire, I want to, so you can see we can send fire trucks there, but no road connection. Well, that solves that. So we could we could do drones. I don't foresee Omega, but we could do drones here. We could have a drone factory, and the drones, their purpose is to help. Although we know drones create a lot of trash, but if we're only doing drones to put out fires and maybe to help with health, I think that would work. Maybe another academy, but we've done a lot of research, but I don't, but that kind of sounds, whatever we end up doing, we're going to need some funds. 50,000 simoleons is not going to get it. So we need, yeah, that's where we need to go. I love the fact that this was our very first city, and the very first city tends to be the city where we're financing the other cities. But I love how this city has become the financial powerhouse. And I think I mentioned it in an earlier episode. I feel like this city also has become the capital. We've got a government building here, we've got our university here. But this city right here just continues to just create wealth. I love it. So I hope it's connected. Can we send a gift? We can't send a gift. So we need to find a city in which we can send a gift. All right, through editing, because I had to figure out my path of how we were going to how we were going to send money to this city. So, because I can't send it directly. So through editing, I didn't want you to sit through me trying to figure out how to get money from. So let's send the max since it's such a. Let's do that. I want to wait until I get my notification. Right, through editing. I didn't want you to have to sit through that, but basically I had to send money. I sent my funds from here to here, and then from there to here, and now we can make a connection and send a gift, but I didn't want you to have to sit through that. While we're here, let's send a garbage truck, one fire truck, one health, two police. Let's load in and see where we can get. Let's see if it's where we can if there's any power, water. Okay, so we've got two cities that we can get. We can get power from there and there. So that means water also from there, those two cities. Okay, and sewage. It's too bad that our support city we can't get anything from. Yeah, see, we can't set up a relationship. Oh well, no big deal. All right, so we've got our funds sent from the other city. I just did a tutorial on the importance of pausing and taking a look at the wind. I cannot stress how important it is. Okay, so the wind is blowing in that direction. Where's water? Okay. All right, let's think about this. So I know I'm going to want industry out here. I like that. I like our theme. We've had several cities with circles. Remember we had that one tourist city that was in the academy, the elite mega towers. They're not actual circles, they're more of an oval, but I just like this concept. That's about the closest we're going to come to filling in this whole area. Okay. I want the entrance to be just kind of a grand sweeping instead of my roundabout being right here. I want the roundabout somewhere else, but there's something that I need to. Well, no, let's Where was the water again? Actually, we could put our water pump there. And then the residents can take this large circle, but then maybe we'll set up some overpasses to other areas, especially in the middle. All right, let's get some areas defined before we go too far. So we could do industry out here. My hope my hope is eventually we can get some large industrial buildings. I am going to want I don't think I want to produce Omega, but I want drones for healthcare and fire purposes. Okay, we can do it this way. All right, now how do we want to? And this is not going to actually be there. I'm just trying to get something so that if I'm looking at the city from this direction, it's somewhat lined up. Let's do community. I think if I do it that way, let's do community, community, city. Hopefully we can fit. Okay. Everything's lining up. That. I'm gonna want that to curve. I'm glad I didn't attach the park. Wait, let's do this. Let's just see if we can do it first of all. I'm glad I attached the park to the middle road. Oh, look at that. Oops. Straight line. All right, can we do that over here? Ah. I may have to relocate this. This is kind of in the way of what I'm trying to accomplish. Let's get rid of this temporarily. Oh wait. Or so let's go ahead and angle this. Oh, you know what could be cool is this could go underneath. Let's try that. Let's do. Let's just angle. That's actually got a nice sweep to it. I think it needs to be taller. I should have let it. Hopefully we can get that same. Oh, I hope. Which direction? I did it from this direction. Now, is that too tall? We'll see. All right, now let's connect. All right. I've got I've got the basics. I don't know what else I'm going to. Let's take care of. Let's take care of water. We could stay out here. I just need to be careful with my industry, but we could move in, we could shift industry over a little bit. Gonna need power. We definitely have to do fusion power. I mean, that's a given. Put that out there. Let's do this. We're gonna let's utilize this corner. Water. Sewage. Water and sewage out in this corner. We'll do power. You know what? We could, for the sake of symmetry, can we do that same or something close enough? Look at that. Nice. Nice. Okay. Well, we already know. I already know I'm going to need. Oh, let's. I'm going to go ahead and get some industry here. You know, once I start drawing out the industry, that is not a lot of space. Maybe we're going to need more space, and maybe we're going to... We can do some offices or something. Well, I think we should at least start thinking about some apartments. Let's at least get one apartment in, because I'm still making up my mind on exactly how I want to do this. I'll worry about shopping later. I need power. We need to get... We need to provide a kick of power. Let's get oil. That should be enough. Oh, control net. I don't have control. Oh, we can just buy control net temporarily. No neighboring control net providers. That's perfectly fine. We'll do control net later. So you are going to provide electricity for a while. So let's give you a sign. Let's give you a sign. I need to collect garbage. You know what I'm thinking? Has anybody been hired here yet? I think I'd rather have this. Because it looks more modern. Wait, let's... That's going to be temporary. Let's place garbage. Let's go ahead and expand. That way we know we've got space. Let's... There. There. Now I know that we've got space. We can devote all of this to garbage. Now, does this fit? If it doesn't, it's not the end of the world. We can put it out here. And then we can put this here because this is going to be temporary, hopefully. We need people to get hired. All right. All right. So, power, water, sewage, industry. We've got our first couple of apartments in. I've got the basics. I have a bit of an idea. I think I have an idea of what we're going to, at least the basic framework.